Unlike gray, which I've heard from a reliable source maxes out at a mere 50 shades, pink is a kaleidoscope of hues born from endless formulations of red, white, and a sprinkle of magic. Trying to count all of the shades of pink is like trying to count the sprinkles on a cupcake. Yes, it's possible, but you'd need a lot of time and probably a lot of frosting to keep your energy up. Now, while the world is awash in pinks, soft pinks, blush pinks, flamingo pinks, none have achieved the iconic status of this particular shade, Pantone 219C, affectionately known as Barbie Pink. This isn't just any pink. This is a pink that's transcended its role as a mere color and become a cultural phenomenon. Since Barbie first struck her perfect pose on toy store shelves in 1959, this shade has been pivotal in cementing her status as a pop culture icon. But Barbie's signature pink wasn't chosen on a whim. No, this was the result of meticulous planning, collaborative brainstorming, and a sprinkling of marketing genius. So let's take a deep dive into the world of Barbie Pink. But first, did you know in the early years, Barbie's wardrobe was the brainchild of Charlotte Johnson, who looked to the catwalks of Paris and the bustling streets of New York for inspiration? By channeling the latest fashion trends, Johnson ensured that Barbie wasn't just keeping up with the times, she was setting the pace, inviting young girls everywhere to dream of a life draped in the finest haute couture. Okay, back to the pink. Barbie's color journey began with Ruth Handler, the visionary co-founder of Mattel. Now, Handler wasn't just creating a doll, she was crafting a role model, a symbol of empowerment for young girls. Carol Spencer, a former Mattel designer who spent over 3 decades shaping Barbie's image. She was also the author of Dressing Barbie, a celebration of the clothes that made America's favorite doll. She said, Ruth was very specific about the look and feel of Barbie. She wanted Barbie to be aspirational, yet accessible. Pink was chosen because it embodied femininity and sophistication all at the same time. With this vision in mind, Mattel set out to find the perfect pink that would make Barbie not just another toy, but an enduring icon. But here's the thing. Pink comes in many flavors, so to speak. The search for Barbie's perfect pink involved a colorful cast of contenders. Hot pink, Fandango pink, Paradise pink, each one vibrant in its own right, but none quite capturing the magic of what would become Pantone 219C. As Kim Colmone, Mattel's senior vice president of design, put it, we wanted something that was bold and would resonate with our target audience. Pantone 219C was perfect because it was vibrant yet elegant. Finding the right pink wasn't just about picking a pretty color. It was a collaborative endeavor that involved designers, marketers, and focus groups. Robert Best, a principal designer for Barbie, said, choosing the right shade of pink was a team effort. We experimented with various hues and tested them with focus groups. The goal was to find a color that was not only visually appealing, but also emotionally engaging. Now, to understand why Barbie Pink has been so successful, it's important to consider the psychology of color. Pink, especially a shade as vibrant as 219C, has been shown to evoke feelings of warmth, comfort, and nurturing. It's a color that's both soothing and stimulating, making it particularly effective in creating a sense of optimism and positivity. Marketing experts have long understood the power of color in influencing consumer behavior. By choosing a shade of pink that is both assertive and inviting, Mattel was able to create an emotional connection between Barbie and her audience. This connection is crucial in branding, as it fosters brand loyalty and keeps consumers coming back. Barbie Pink isn't just a visual identifier, it's a trigger for a host of positive emotions and memories, particularly those related to childhood and play. Over the years, Barbie Pink has become more than just a color, it's an integral part of the brand's identity. This particular pink has been a consistent thread woven through Barbie's advertising campaigns, packaging, and even the dream house itself. This unwavering commitment to a single color has played a crucial role in building brand recognition. As branding expert Debbie Millman noted, Barbie's pink is a testament to how a single color can define a brand and make it iconic. Speaking of pink consistency, here's a fun story from my high school days. I used to work at a magical place called Toys R Us. For those who weren't quite born yet, it was kind of like Amazon, but with more walking and less instant gratification. The single most dreaded task amongst us shoplifters with name tags, also known as employees, stocking what we called the Pepto-Bismol aisle, which, in case you haven't guessed it, that's another name for the Barbie aisle. It's a seemingly endless corridor of pink so unrelenting it could make your eyes bleed. The problem wasn't just the overwhelming pinkness of it all. It was Mattel's strict standards for display and organization, demanding the kind of precision you really can't expect from high schoolers. Nonetheless, when you inevitably got it wrong, you could expect a write-up. But looking back with the eyes of a veteran brand builder, I have to admit that working the Pepto aisle gave me invaluable insights into the power of branding and the importance of consistency. Mattel's control over Barbie's in-store presentation ensured that the brand consistently projected its core values of femininity, sophistication, and aspirational play. This strategic approach not only differentiated Barbie from her competitors, but also fostered brand loyalty and reinforced the brand's legacy. The influence of Barbie Pink doesn't stop at the toy aisle. This shade of pink has inspired fashion designers, artists, and even home decor trends. Quote, Barbie Pink has had a significant impact on popular culture, said Valerie Steele, director of the museum at the Fashion Institute of Technology. It's a color that represents a certain kind of optimism and playfulness. It's fascinating how a shade of pink can evoke such strong emotions and associations. One of the most notable instances of Barbie's impact on fashion was the 2015 collaboration between Moschino and Mattel. The collection, designed by Jeremy Scott, featured clothing and accessories in Barbie Pink, and it was an instant hit. The collection wasn't just about nostalgia. It was a celebration of Barbie's enduring influence on style and culture. It was also a testament to the versatility of Barbie Pink, a color that could be both playful and chic, depending on how it was used. But it's not just high fashion that has embraced Barbie Pink. The color has also made its way into everyday fashion, from casual wear to accessories. Brands like Forever 21, H&M, and even Nike have released Barbie-themed collections. For many, wearing Barbie Pink is a way to channel that same sense of fun, confidence, and individuality that Barbie represents. Barbie Pink has also become a staple in media, appearing in movies, music videos, and even on album covers. Last year, the live-action Barbie movie brought the color to the big screen in a major way. The film used 219C to create a visual world that was as vibrant and dynamic as the character herself. But the color wasn't just part of the set design, it was a character in its own right, influencing the mood and tone of the film. Music, too, has embraced Barbie Pink. Artists like Nicki Minaj have used the color as part of their personal branding, with Minaj even referring to herself as the Harajuku Barbie. In her music videos, Barbie Pink is often used front and center, used to create a playful, larger-than-life aesthetic that resonates with her fans. The color has become synonymous with a certain kind of pop culture exuberance: bold, unapologetic, and a little bit rebellious. As society's understanding of gender and identity has evolved, so too has the interpretation of Barbie Pink. While the color will always be linked to femininity, its meaning has broadened over time. Today, Barbie Pink can be seen as a symbol of empowerment and self-expression, embraced by people of all genders who appreciate its boldness and energy. Mattel has adapted the use of Barbie Pink to reflect changing societal values. In recent years, the brand has made efforts to diversify Barbie's image, introducing dolls of different races, body types, and abilities. While the pink remains, it is now part of a more inclusive narrative, one that celebrates diversity and individuality. The selection of Barbie's pink was anything but random. It was a carefully considered decision, the result of creative collaboration and strategic planning. Pantone 219C has become more than just a color. It's a symbol of the brand's enduring legacy. As Barbie continues to evolve, her iconic pink will always serve as a reminder of the brand's rich history and its lasting influence on popular culture. If you enjoyed learning more about Barbie Pink than you ever wanted to, be sure to subscribe. At Creative Briefs, we dive deep into the design side of pop culture, exploring the creative elements that shape the things you love. But before I go, what's your favorite weird item from the Barbie catalog? Mine is the Midge and Baby Happy Family. Yep, you can buy that on Amazon right now. The link is in the description. But as freaky as this is, there's just something really familiar about it. I can't put my finger on it. Oh well, I'm sure it will come to me at some point. In the meantime, why not create an empire out of your favorite color? I'm sure Periwinkle will take you far. Ew. I'll be here when you get back.